I'm Janine Plummer, and I own Austin Ghost Tours, and I'm here to tell you there's no such thing as ghosts as you believe them to be.
From the front door, I saw this figure walk across the porch.
I have never experienced anything quite like this before, but the fact of the matter is, it's on my recording device.
Haunted Texas travels across Texas to uncover the truth behind unexplainable events and explore the history of the land and its people. Today, we're in Peyton Colony, Texas. On this episode of Haunted Texas, we explore the rich history and lingering spirits of a small rural community in Blanco County. In 1865, following emancipation, former slaves created self-sustained communities. This is Peyton Colony, 9 miles east of the town of Blanco.
Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine.
There were 250,000 ex-slaves following the war between the states. A handful of these people were determined to own their own land.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
I'm with Mr. Lawrence Coffey,
Yeah.
and where are we?
At Mount Horeb Baptist Church,
Where?
downtown Peyton Colony,
How long have you lived here?
69 years.
We were off Peyton Colony Road.
Yeah.
Is that house still there?
No, because I was born in a one room shack, you know, just made out of
It was
one single board with a
board.
fireplace.
What was your life like?
You go to school, you work. You know, we went and picked cotton till December. Then we come home, and then that's when we started the school, right before Christmas. It was lots of work. When we started out, my dad, before we was born, they bought like 100 acres, and each family was granted so much land.
To find out how ex-slaves obtained land in Texas following emancipation, Haunted Texas checked the National Archives, the Blanco Library, and went to the Texas General Land Office. We discovered that when Texas joined the Union in 1846, it retained ownership of its public lands. One way to get land was through a Preemption Grant, which required a person to improve claimed land for 3 years before filing for the deed of title. Residency was usually proven by using neighbors as witnesses. That's exactly what Peyton Roberts did.
This is the Preemption Grant issued to Peyton Roberts in August of 1871, where it says that he is the settler on the property and we're staking a claim, and then we have a document 3 years later that Peyton Roberts comes back and again says, I've occupied this land, I've made improvements, I now would like to have title to the land. We see he had 2 other witnesses, one of which is James H. McCrocklin. His father, Jesse L. McCrocklin, was a slave owner. He owned 4 slaves, and it's not hard to imagine that a group of former slaves settling on their own property on a piece of Texas may not have been very popular with the local neighbors, which is why it's surprising that the son of a former slave owner is helping Peyton Roberts and his friends start this freedmen's colony immediately adjacent to their property.
So after staking their claim on the land outside of Blanco, the group of new Texans returned to where they'd come from in Caldwell County and fulfilled the agreement made with the plantation owner that if they stayed on and worked through the harvest, they would each receive a wagon, a mule, a plow, a cow, a hog, some chickens, and a dog to start their farms.
I read about him, you know, coming in from Lockhart, and he come here and work. And then the story reads that he moved back to the landowner, and then the following year, the landowner came with him and helped him get started.
Some of the original founding families' names were Coffey, Upshaw, Hardin, including Peyton Roberts, who was the first of the founders to die in 1888 at the age of 45.